Hello everybody. Today we're going to be solving LeetCode 1470 shuffle the array. It has an algorithm rating of 1121 and it is a relatively easy Python array DSA problem. So let's start. So given the array nums consisting of two n elements in the form of x1, x2 up until xn, it's going to be followed by y1, y2 up until yn. And the goal of this problem is to return the array in the form of x1, y1, x2, y2, up until xn and yn. So let's take a look at examples. Our nums array can come in the form of 2, 5, 1, 3, 4, 7, and we're given an n value of 3. So the resulting output is as follows. So it's saying x1 will be followed by y1. So as we see here, 2 and 3. x2 is followed by y2. You see 5 and 4. And it finishes with 1 and 7, which is x3 and y3. So that's the resulting array. And again, the length of the output is 2 times 3, which is 6. So that's 2n is of 6. So my original thought was to create two sublists, an x subarray list and a y subarray list, and they're just going to derive from the values of num. So x subarray is equal to, we're going to do some slicing. So we're going to take nums from 0 up until n, right? So as you can see here from just the description, like we really have values of x up until the nth value. Same with y. y1, y2 up until the nth y value. So this is doing some Python slicing. I'm only going to take 0 up until the nth value. And similarly from y subarray, I'm going to do nums. I'm going to start at n, and Python's way of slicing arrays up until the end of it is going to be leaving an empty value after the colon. So because I'm not going to be doing replacement of values in place, so that means I'm not going to be replacing the values of nums in place. I'm going to be creating a resulting array empty list object. So my goal is to apply to basically add the values of x subarray and y subarray into resulting array. So let's begin by doing some iteration, and we're gonna be doing some iteration on nums, basically on the values of nums. So I in range n, and really, as I explained before, like we really only need to iterate over the values of n because that's the length of the subarrays. X subarray, Y subarray have all values up until n. So what does that mean? So so I'm going to be appending the values of X subarray at the index of the ith value. So resulting array dot append X subarray, and I'm going to be getting the value at the index I. And similarly, I'm going to be doing resulting array dot append Y subarray at I. So it's basically saying x1, like x sub 1 is the y sub 1. And I'm doing that up until x sub n. Similarly, up until y sub n. So after all that iteration is done, I should be returning the resulting array, and it should have a value. The length of the resulting array should be 2 times n. So let's give this a try. you can see from the first example, my output is as expected. For the second example, we're expecting an output array of length of 2 times 4, which is 8, and it's all in order of x1, y1, x2, y2 up until xn, yn, and I passed the third case as well. So let's go ahead and submit this. And nice. So yeah, we're pretty much in range with a lot of the submissions here. Time complexity is going to be O of n because we're iterating over the length of nums. Space complexity, same. It's going to be O of n because I initiated an empty list, but it's really going to be populated with a max of n values. Um, sorry, it's going to be populated with a max of value of 2 times n, but yeah, I mean, the 2 is negligible, so the time complexity, O of n, space complexity is O of n, where the two, it's going to be 2 of n, but the 2 is negligible, so it's going to be n. Yep, so thanks for watching this, and this is going to be hopefully a series of more videos to help me prepare just to better my algorithm rating. So thanks for watching.